Hello, friends. Happy New Year. Today is January 1st, 2025, and I'm glad 2024 is over. It was a rough year for our family. Our entire family went through quite a bit of stuff. And I'm going to start this new year off with a positive attitude and just think the best, hope for the best, believe in the best, because you know what? I have faith. I'm going to be starting a new series. I have this book. It's a daily devotional. It's called Jesus Listens, and it's a 1 year devotional. And I'm going to start off a series, not part of my homesteading or anything like that, but just reading the devotional and referencing the scriptures that it ties to. It'll be a separate video that I will post daily at 6 a.m. Excuse me. So I'm excited about that. I really feel like the Lord is leading me to do that. But in today's video, my homesteading video, it's part of the Canuary, and I'm going to be prepping my cabbage for dehydrating. So I'm going to be dehydrating some cabbage, and then I'm going to be putting it in my long-term storage. And I have another video that I've going to be my inventory and other items that I will be prepping and preserving, either dehydrating or canning or whatever throughout the month of January, along with my Use It Up challenge. I have given myself a budget of $200 in grocery store spending this month. That's for fresh fruits and vegetables and maybe some milk, because my husband's kind of closed-minded a little bit and won't really appreciate the dry milk. I'll use dry milk for cooking. If I have a recipe that I have to make that calls for milk, I'll mix up some instant milk, some of the dry milk, and I'll use that instead. What he don't know won't hurt him. And no, he don't watch my videos. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to see what I do all throughout the month of January, and if you want to know, and if you want to be notified of the devotional, the daily devotional that I'm going to be doing, you got to hit that notification button. And by the way, welcome to the channel. I don't know if I said it. My name is Laura, and this is Laura Folly at Home. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I will talk to you guys after the preserving. Okay, so here I'm just going to begin prepping my cabbage. I have no strength, y'all. I struggled with this. It was hard, but that's okay. And I am giving it a good look here to make sure there's no spots that I don't want to do, and preserve those, any brown spots or dirt spots or anything like that. It is clean. Taken out the core here, and you want to slice the cabbage relatively thin, because believe it or not, it does have a lot of liquid in it. So I'm checking it out nice and good to see if there is anything undesirable I don't want on there. So I got it about 1/4 of an inch wide here, and it's just a tedious process. I don't have the best knife either here, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to lay it out here in a single layer as best I can on my cabbage trays, and separate the pieces because they stick together. So I pick through it here. Tell you what, this process, it took, I guess, about 6.5 hours altogether to dehydrate it, and I ended up with a full quart jar of dehydrated cabbage. And I chewed on it. Now, I usually like raw cabbage, little pieces here and there of raw cabbage. When I'm making it, I'll eat it with the hearts of it. It had no flavor, dehydrated. You know, when it was done, I tasted it, and it was like chewing on paper. And But I'm sure once I rehydrate it, it will be fine. So yeah, I'm just spreading it out here. Going to try to get it on a single layer. And those extra pieces there, everything I'm cutting off, the leaves, the cores, everything, I'm going to put in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer. And when I make some broth, I'll throw that in there and make it a vegetable broth. I don't keep my scraps all the time. I should. I just don't make broth all the time, but I think I'm going to be making some broth coming up here pretty soon, so I'm going to start keeping my scraps. But this is going pretty fast. Of course, I've got the thing sped up here. I wish it went that fast, but I guess it took me about 15 minutes total to cut up my cabbage and put it on the dehydrator, because when I first edited the video, it was about 15 minutes. So I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm like, this is going so fast. It's just kind of satisfying to watch. It is very early in the morning. It's 4:27 right now. Haven't had a cup of coffee yet, but I wanted to get this video edited and voiceover done on it. And so, okay, I got my cabbage cut up, and my, here I'm saving my scraps for a broth. And then I'll put it on here on the dehydrator in a minute. I should probably just put on some music. Y'all don't want to listen to me. But I do appreciate you being here. If you want to watch, more of what I'm doing this month in my preserving, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share. It really helps me out, and I really appreciate it. And those of you that are here, I do appreciate you watching my videos. So, alright, now let's get this cleaned up here and taken to the dehydrator. And then we will see what it's like when it's done. So I set it for, I think, 120. Yeah, 120 for 4 hours. Then I came back and I turned it up to 135 for another 2.5 hours. And here is the dehydrated cabbage. They recommend leaving it out for hours, even overnight. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Put it up when I get home tomorrow from work. So I got 4 trays. You see, it's crispy. Breaks apart. Doesn't just bend. And it took about 6.5 hours. I did increase the temperature the last 2 hours. See, now that one's a little wet. That one's a little mushy, and it feels cold to the touch, but it's a little bit thicker. So I think I will leave this out for, 24 hours. And I'll just, like, if this is still wet tomorrow or moist tomorrow, then I'll just leave that out and I won't put it in the jar. So there is my January 1st canning project. Okay, so that is my canning, my dehydrating the cabbage. I'm not, let's see, I think it took about 6 hours to dehydrate it. Combined it, because I had first set it for 4 hours. Then I went and checked it, and I rotated the shelves and so forth and so on, which I didn't film that. But thank you for watching. You know what to do. Give me a comment. Have you ever thought about dehydrating cabbage? Give me a comment. I'd love a comment, a like, subscribe, share. It really helps my channel out, and it didn't cost you anything. Just a little boop, push that little button. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.